What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Once again, we're back. We're playing some Rugby Sevens. Going to talk about the Rugby Championship, but today, first and foremost, we've got a big game here against the arch rivals Australia, and we're really looking forward to it. Semi-final of the Australian Sevens, the winner here heading on to the final. Not too sure who they'll be taking on, but either way, we want to be in that final. We definitely want to win it, and we do need to get those running meters up. 0 out of 33 so far, but that's all right. We will definitely look to improve, because the Australians, I'm not too sure who that is heading down the wing, but a great covering tackle. Again, not 100% sure who it was by, but a great covering tackle nonetheless. So, as I said, we will get on to the Rugby Championship, I guess, discussion in the second half. This first half, we're just going to go try and blow these Australians away. And if we can do that, then it is going to make things easy. I was going to say, that's a great kick and chase, not by me. I was taken out, but we have managed to go and set up the first try of the afternoon to the All Black Sevens. We head in. I'm not quite sure who that was, but Declan O'Donnell coming up with the conversion very, very soon. So as I said in yesterday's video, while we are going through this first half, as we can see, got a little bit of a different backdrop now. Obviously, I've moved into the new house. The internet is finally connected up. It's all sorted, so we are going to be back basically back swinging, you know, the way things used to be. I did mention possibly I'm going to look at doing some live streams in the coming weeks, and just some stuff to, I guess, just a little bit, you know, a bit extra, you know, just to put a wee bit extra on there, and, you know, just a wee bit extra into the channel. That's a great offload, and we're actually heading in now. I was going to say, for the second try. A little bit selfish there. I was calling for the pass, but we are all over the Australians inside the first 3 minutes. We've got 2 tries already. Declan O'Donnell grabs our second for the afternoon. He will now try and convert his own try to take it out to 12 points to 0. But as we have come to expect, he is an absolute terrible kicker, ladies and gentlemen, and we will not get the extras. So 10 to 0 inside the first 2.5 minutes. You can't ask for too much more of a perfect start. But anyway, back to me, because that's what this video is all about. You're joking. You are actually joking. I was going to say, surely that could not happen again, that we would go and potentially score from the kickoff. But instead, it is going to be Cliffy scoring in the try, scoring a try in the corner, trying to combine those two words into one. But the All Black Sevens have come out with an absolute vengeance here and have scored 3 tries inside the first 3 minutes. All 3 have gone unconverted, because Declan O'Donnell, let's face it, give me the goal kicking duties already, son. I'll do a better job than you. But back to what I was saying, looking at doing some live streams. You know, just, I guess, to give something a bit extra. I am also looking at attempting to bring back Cricket Coach. Possibly, I did say this weekend, but it may potentially now be next weekend. Just to need to get everything sorted. Just still a few things that need to be done around here just to get it up and get it sorted. It is funny that we have only been here, really, what am I doing there? What have I done? I was going for just the chip. And I've gone, I think I pressed the drop goal button. I do apologise about that, but yeah, just want to go and get everything sorted here, and then we can go and get things back moving, because it is a big month for games, and hopefully it is going to be a big month for the channel as well. Obviously, FIFA's coming out. We've got Battlefield 1 coming out next month. There's heaps of games that are just coming on the horizon, so I'm really looking forward to doing them both on my channel, and obviously live streaming them as well, because that's something that I always did want to do, but didn't really have the opportunity at home. And now, obviously, with having our own place, it does make it a little bit different, and it does give us that opportunity, you know, when we are home, especially on a Monday or even a Saturday or Sunday night, as long as the flatmates are all good with it. So that's another main thing that we do have to go and consider. But hopefully we can go and do that. Give me the cutout pass. Give me the kick. I'm getting those kicking meters up. I think we needed 40 odd. 48, so closer to 50. And that is a great strategical kick from me, actually, because it has awarded us a 5-metre scrum. It still has been all New Zealand in this first half, and we're looking to go bang in our 4th try here. And if we could manage to do that, then we would be away absolutely laughing, and that is what has happened. We've bumped off 3 defenders on our way to the try line, or I think we may have bumped off the second one, one of them twice, but either way, the 4th try for the New Zealand Sevens. Australia are still scoreless heading into halftime, and it is exactly the way we want to keep it. It just, I guess, emphasises the dominance that New Zealand has in World Rugby at the moment. I am going to get to that in the second half, but I don't really know what else to talk about now. I really hope that this first half does wrap up rather quickly, which we have now headed into the last minute. So still plenty of time. And I was going to say, I thought he was going to kick it, did kick it. And at the end of the day, not too sure what Cliffy's done there, but it's a good kick by Australia. But it was a chance to try and get a little bit, I guess, of a counter-attack going on, but not to be. We have just gone and taken it in. So hopefully we can, I was going to say, I was trying to bring that one down into a maul type situation, just to try and make it easier on myself. Thought that was potentially a forward pass, but not the case. And I was going to say that probably should have been a turnover there to the Australians, but they can't manage to go and get that there. So we're just going to kick this into touch. Again, get those kicking meters up and head into the break with the Australians scoreless, which is just the way we like to see it. And just absolutely dominating at the moment on both possession and territory. But as we have seen in the Sevens career mode to date so far, that even though we have an impressive first half, we can get a bit lackluster in the second. And that's where things can get deadly. You know, we have seen teams run in 3-4 tries against us. And here's a prime example. Australia scoring basically straight after the kickoff inside the first 20 seconds, and we just can't quite chase them down. And all of a sudden, those kicks from Declan O'Donnell could potentially come into play, because if the Australians do manage to hit this, which they've done a pretty good job of, actually. They've gone and snuck that one inside the right-hand post. But all of a sudden, they're only 2 converted tries away from the lead. So it just takes another bit of magic, as we saw off the kickoff, scoring very early. So just need something like that again. And then they will be, as I said, right back in this game. I want the ball because I want to get these kicking meters up. Still got to get those running meters up, but the kicking meters has been complete. And that's actually an absolute peach of a kick. It has almost gone in to our own players' hands, but at the end of the day, we have actually a line out inside the Australian 22. So here is a chance just to put a bit more pressure back on, and really, I guess, more than anything now, probably just try and work down the clock. So we're going to play in at halfback here, and again, try and get those running meters up. We've got an overlap, and just too easy. There were 2 players out there that could have gone and taken that ball, but a nice wee spurt from dummy half. My words are all over the place today. I'm absolutely shocking. What isn't shocking is Declan O'Donnell. Well, it is a little bit shocking, actually. He's finally converted a kick. So 1 from 5 he is on the day. New Zealand 27-7 against Australia. And you'd have to say, with just about 5 minutes left to go, that this game is ours for the losing. So hopefully we can get something going on. I'm just trying to get these running meters up. I just need another 5. I need to hang back, I think, at fullback and just try and get a kick in play, because then we will definitely be in quite easily. And there's the first mistake of the game that we have seen from the New Zealand Sevens. A knock on, I think it was by DJ Forbes as well, which is very, no, not DJ Forbes. He was a man who picked it up. Lucky there, actually, New Zealand, not to be penalised for accidental offside, because DJ Forbes was in front of the player when he knocked it on, I believe, which in my interpretation of the rules would actually come back to an Australian penalty, but not the case. It has been just a scrum to the Australians, and I'm just going to hang back, because again, I kind of want Australia to kick, just so I can have that opportunity to get those running meters up and continue to improve my player, because I touched on this not too long ago, that my player is actually probably the worst rated player in this New Zealand Sevens side. Now, I have been completely distracted, because I did say that we were going to talk about, and I don't know how that isn't out actually, being distracted again, but I did say we were going to talk about the Rugby Championship. That is what we are going to talk about right now. Going to start off first with I believe the first game of the weekend. time-wise, well, time zone-wise anyway, which was played between New Zealand and Argentina. And this was actually quite a tough test for the New Zealanders. Argentina putting up a very good fight in the first half. I think going into halftime, it was only 24-19 to New Zealand. And Argentina did play very well in that first half from what I did see. But the second half was all New Zealand. It was complete domination. And the end score, the Argentinians only managing 3 points in the second half to New Zealand's 34, I believe, if my maths are correct. And 57-22, I think, was the end score. So that is a very impressive victory, especially in a test match as well. A test match margin for it to be that wide open after being so close at halftime as well. Argentina would have thought, you know, they had a sniff or a chance of keeping it close, but not the case. It was absolutely blown out. And then in the other game, which was played between Australia and South Africa, I think that finished 23-17 from memory to the Australians. So they pick up their first win of the competition. It now does leave New Zealand on top. They have maximum points from their 3 games. They are 3 from 3, 15 points, 3 bonus points in all of those games for, I think it's scoring 4 tries or more. I think that's still what they're doing in the Rugby Championship. It has changed slightly for Super Rugby, but I think internationals are still scoring the 4 tries and being within the 7 points. Gets you a bonus point. So, as I said, all the other 3 teams now on just the single win, whereas New Zealand on 15 points with 3 games left to go. So New Zealand have South Africa this weekend at home. It's actually in Christchurch, my hometown. Unfortunately, I won't be going. Didn't get tickets. And personally, for the price that you pay for test matches in New Zealand, I would prefer just to sit down and have a few cold ones in front of the TV. So that's what I will be doing. And then we have the away trip to South Africa and Argentina. So it'll be very interesting to see if we can go unbeaten through this Rugby Championship. And we will see that, I guess, over the next 3 weeks or so. That's some very lazy defending by me. Oh my God, what a tackle. I thought that was a certain try. That one is. They've tapped it over. But as we've seen, similar kinds of thing, fallen asleep a little bit in the second half. It was 20-0 heading into half-time, but now the Australians have come back. They should make it 19-32, which means it will be 19-12 to Australia in the second half. Again, switched off a little bit, which is something that we shouldn't really have done, and that is going to signal the end. So we move on to the final of the Australian Sevens, knocking out the hosts, and we will see who we are playing next week, next Thursday. We will have that full game, and we'll also have a review of this weekend's Rugby Championship results. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links. That can be found down below in the description. Hope you're having a good week so far. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got more Don Bradman cricket coming your guys' way. My career reborn. Make sure you do not miss that.